There are cars you see often on the roads, and then there is a car you go like, what's that? Today, I got the car that is, to the average Joe or Jane for that matter, a sporty C-Class. But for those who know, they can tell from the headlights to the contours and the extra streamlined styling. It is the CLA. And today, we have the CLA 180 from one of our loyal viewers. So we're going to check how it drives along some twists and turns, and of course some bumps. Yeah, so corners, how does it handle on the corners? Let's see. So you're going on an average speed, let's say a 70, and it's so planted, and as I said, very reassuring. Not reassuring enough like you kill yourself, no. Just reassuring for that driver who knows where they're going. And wow. And as I say, this car is not for, just don't jump from your Subaru to this car. You need a bit of
getting used to. Yeah.
And not even Subaru, just your normal A to B car.
Yeah.
Especially JDM, you need a bit of getting used to. Remember, the gear lever is here, where your turn signals should be in your Premio. And
Premio guys are just chilling, fam.
I'm sorry, Premio guys will hit you up, because how can you sell such a car 2.3 million? I mean,
oh, so that's the beef.
So you guys, you don't want like high school principals to have a car to buy anymore? Yeah, so as you can feel the bumps. Yeah, so this car, you're not going at it to go straight. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
But whoever buys this car also does not live in Joska. You don't buy such a car if you are living in a very interior place where the roads are either too bumpy or not well done. This is just urban living, you know. So if you want an off-roader, you go get
maybe a jelly.
Yeah, and as I've heard, actually the steering will vibrate when I've left the lane. So yes, the lane assist works. And trust me, even as we do the crazy speeds, we are in eco mode. So I'm not even on sport mode yet.
Maybe you should try sport mode. Yeah.
These roads are quite. Show them that road. Mercedes-Benz refer to this car as a four-door coupe. And I'm introducing to you a very interesting car. You can easily tell it by the headlights, this contour, and also the aggressive grille, which is somehow flattish. So that's how you identify a CLA from the front. And as you can see, this bumper over here, the lip, that comes with, like, that's standard. And the hood opens from this area. That's how you can easily identify a CLA on the road. So let's talk about the body styling now that we are outside here, right?
Yeah.
This was the first generation, which was between 2013 to 2015. Remember, there was a time during 2013, the design language of Mercedes, almost all of them came with this as standard. Now, with the facelift of this car, this changed around 2016. And of course, as you can see, the lines all the way disappearing here. That sounds familiar. remember?
Yeah, the Axela.
The Axela, we talked about the same thing.
Yeah.
And these very nice gray rims. You won't believe this. Oh, this car runs on size 18 rims. Trust me, yes. The wheels are the same size with your X-Trail.
Wow, they
It
don't
doesn't
really
look like it.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is how it looks.
Or it's because the car sits low.
It sits low.
Yeah.
And talking of which, at the launch of this car, they prided themselves to be the most aerodynamic car in the world. Thanks to this shape you can see here. And it sits so low. I don't know, what comes into mind when you see this shape? Is it not an Audi? Tell me in the comments. Yeah, so with this aerodynamism, it comes to play, especially when you're trying to pick up speed, overtaking. This is the car you really can vouch for in that class.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, in this lineup, so where does this car fit in the Mercedes lineup? It's not a C-class. Definitely it's not the same, it's not big as a E. So this sits between the A-class and the C-class. The frame, it's built on an A-class frame. And another thing that's special with this car, it's one of those very rare Mercedes Benzes which have front-wheel drive. And if you go down the different trims of this car, you'll find that even there is one that goes all the way. I think the CLA 220, it is all-wheel drive. So, but for this one, it's
my question is, would you prefer a rear wheel or a front wheel drive?
Of course, if you're into, for very good launches and fun, of course, rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. But for this one, it's front, and it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, actually the launch is quite decent.
Yeah, the launch is decent, and it's very, you feel safe, even as you try a few stunts here and there.
Yeah.
Different speeds.
Yeah.
And the 7-speed automatic, it's very nice. The gear changes are so smooth, and as you'll see, and it just drives like a dream. So, with that said, let's check the back, how you can identify the CLA from the back. We're talking about cars between 2013, 2015, 16. Definitely, this is one thing you can easily identify a CLA from the rear. Here, then it comes like it's thin. Of course, the twin exhaust over there. And this is the standard one. This is not the, sport. So the car even itself looks very sporty, even if it's not
a sport version.
The sport version of this car.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. So apart from that, so I think we should just give them a glimpse of the inside.
Yeah.
Inside the CLA 180, and the first thing that hits you, it's the climate control vents, which are very sleek looking. Don't you think so?
Yes.
They're very sleek looking.
Yeah, I like how Mercedes are consistent with this design.
This particular design, right?
With their air vents,
yeah. During that era, this was like, and I think they have maintained it. They maintained it all through the recent models. Yeah. And it just makes the car look so sleek. Of course, this is very nice squeegee material here. Of course, the dashboard just feels very nice. Of course, a little plastic here, but very well done. Very well finished, very well done. Infotainment system, probably depending on who you are and how you like it, it might look small, but it's just enough.
Yeah.
And one thing, talking about the infotainment system, this car, you have no reason of adding, an extra subwoofer.
Yeah. The sound is perfect, well balanced,
perfect,
and of quality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here you don't, please, your aftermarket sound guy.
Yeah.
When you buy this guy, just fire that guy. Yeah. This being a 2015 model, Mercedes still had incorporated these, very many buttons, very polarizing design. Probably some didn't like it, some liked it. Still was there. And personally, I don't mind it because it's easily illustrated, all you need to do. And your climate control here, storage space here, more storage space. And here we have a 2-volt power point over here, or power output. And this knob here, no, it's not for your gear lever. No. This rotary knob here is for the infotainment system. Unfortunately for this car, we don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Yeah, but in subsequent models, that was featured. Got this flexible armrest, as you can see. It's very flexible, and storage space, which is a lot. You see, tape, what they call my generator. Yeah, so yeah, and the materials. This is very good leather. Very good leather. It actually looks hard, but it's
very
not
soft,
hard.
yeah.
It's very soft. It's very deceiving. Then you got this very durable. My God, this is almost like feels like a tent material. You know, the camping tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, very durable. And maybe you can palm in, and this is not your usual chair. You know how cars tend to share some parts across the models? Yes, this one is shared in the C200, but this chair, it's a bucket seat of sorts. It plants you inside, and you just feel, damn, I'm safe even as I do the crazy speeds. So this is one thing the CLA has that you can differentiate it. And this comes as standard. All of them come with this as standard. Apart from the dome lighting, fortunately your sunglasses have to look for a new home in this car. Yes, and one thing about this car, the airbags are so many. This car has airbags
14
everywhere.
is it, yeah?
They said 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they just know the young guys who are driving this car, because this car is bought by young people.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, we'll probably just do crazy speeds and one day just...
Actually, got this car from a fan of the channel.
Yes,
And
thank you guys. Yeah.
And if anyone wants their car featured as well,
Exactly.
yeah, you can call Ray.
Yes, just call me. I'll leave my contacts there. You can just, I can review a nice car so that everyone gets to probably even buy the niceness that you drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if it's a very well-kept old car, definitely you'll feature it on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we don't discriminate.
Yeah.
And probably I told you this one is not a gear lever, so maybe you're wondering, where's the gear lever of this car? It's only right for me to inform you where the gear lever of this car is, so that, some of you are wondering, you said this rotary
So we're driving without gears now.
Yeah, what are we doing here? So, this is the gear lever.
Yeah.
Yes, our JDM guys. This is not your indicator. Yes, as you may have known, the indicator, of course, being a European car, it's on the left. But now, this is the button for parking. This aluminium finished button. Actually, it's plastic, but it's aluminium. That's the parking. So you just press it. When you want to leave, you can either press this just to release what you may call a handbrake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your finger brake. Yeah, so you release this, or you just turn the car to, once the car is on, you just put it on either drive or reverse or whichever. It will automatically respond. And now, let's talk about the key fob. So, yes, this is the usual Mercedes key fob that Probably some of you even have fake key holders of this key. But the key, you guys have made it so ratchet. Yeah, so this car has two options. So either you insert it this way when you're starting the car, then you turn. It's like that. Or, let's put it off. You can cover it with the push to start knob.
Yeah.
So the owner of this car just wanted to keep it all classic. Doesn't want the push to start option, but it's there. Just put in the knob, and you can still have it as a push to start.
Yeah.
Something maybe I thought to educate our non-Mercedes guys. Yeah, so maybe you can see the quality of leather all the way. Very good. The door bins are huge. Like we can fit similar of this all the way. These are very huge door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with that I think we checked the back. So sitting at the back of this car, let's start with the good news. Yes, there is very huge legroom over here. And unfortunately, for those who are expecting some climate control vents, this particular model, you don't have this. But for your charging, you have this port which you can connect to the aftermarket charging system for your phone, which is already here.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, so just insert it there. And as you know, yeah, transmission tunnel, a whole brake, but at least it has the Mercedes logo. So at least you can stare with it at, with a bit of compassion. Yeah. Unfortunately, not the unfortunate part, the headroom is quite, actually I call the headroom, but on the side.
Yeah.
The side really hits you, especially probably when you're navigating very, like there are those Naivasha roads, inner roads in Naivasha, where there are a lot of potholes. So you may feel a bit of,
However, with the stability of this car,
but the stability, the stability, yes, you have a point there.
Yeah.
But yes, you can feel a bit of claustrophobia, especially the window is quite
small.
The window is quite small.
But the good thing is it doesn't have a frame.
Yes, so it's frameless. So
when it goes down, it goes down.
It's a it goes down.
Yeah.
And probably that's the only negative thing I can say. With the same theme with the headrests here, with the seat, even the backrest. The headrest is just, mated with the seat itself. So there isn't that those two steel rods that normally adjust the headrest. And let's talk about this. Whoa, the first thing you realize with your armrest is these two very nice cup holders. And for my cup, and these are very huge cup.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly. Yeah, and the armrest is so steady. Don't look at how thin it is, but it's extremely steady. Now for those cars who are wondering, where do I put my magazines here and nini? Trust me, by the time you're buying this car, you don't do hard copy stuff, You just want a car where you just get in and go.
Yeah.
Your friend wants to read the news, just have them connect this charger to their phone.
Yeah.
And they can access their online
iPad
news.
Or
yes.
Whatever.
Exactly. So in this car, you don't have such. Those are not the things we're looking for in this car. And you have this dome lighting is very, very good. I must say, it's very good. And and the roofline of this car is very good, spongy material. It actually feels very nice on the to touch, and it's black in color. So for the guys who I'm not saying that people are dirty, but in case your roofline is really cleaned, this will definitely hide it. And your grab handle is very steady. Yeah. What else haven't I covered about this back seat?
I think that's all.
Of course, this space is quite slants a lot.
Yeah. So you have quite a huge space. I think that's where the speakers are.
I want to think so.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. But we just know we hear the sound from the back. Yeah. And not just these seats. No, the surround is so good. I feel there's some hidden speakers somewhere. So
how about the door bins?
So let's check the door bins at the back seat. So of course with the speaker here.
Not too much space.
You can't trust your drink.
You can't even fit
just put your
Yeah. You can't even fit a 1 liter of something there.
Yeah, it's tiny, but at least there's some aluminum finish here to console you. I don't know how it's related, but I don't know. Now, while we are checking the boot space, before I get there, probably I'd like to mention, someone might wonder, does the C-pillar give you like an element of blind spots when you're driving? I haven't experienced it, but I've had maybe 1 or 2 people say they have experienced it. But for me, it's all good.
Yeah, but I think the car comes with a blind spot assist, so...
And that is where I was getting into.
Okay.
Because now when you're getting into the road, you've got the blind spot assist at the side mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's check the boot space, huh? Yeah, probably some of you are wondering, there's nothing to write home about. Just long press, the boot space opening. And surprisingly,
there's a lot of stuff in there.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Some of our gear is here.
Yeah.
This is the cover for the car. This car does not just sit in the sun.
Yeah.
Like you are. What do our viewers drive? Most of our viewers. Make sure the car you drive there. Yeah. So this car is well taken care of. Yeah. So it doesn't know about UV rays. Yep. It sleeps indoors and covered. Some of you know you don't have even duvets to cover yourself. Yeah, so this car, I want us to check up the engine. So what powers the CLA 180? In here, we have an inline 4 1.6 liter M270 engine working with a 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission. And I didn't even mention, this car has paddle shifters. So this is what enables this car to pick up speed so fast despite being a small engine. Yes, of course, there's a turbo and whatever, but that alone, the 7-speed, the gear changes are so smooth, and this is what makes this car very fun to drive. Probably the only downside I may have with the hood of this car is the lack of struts for the hood, but that's not like an issue. How many times will you find yourself opening here, apart from when you are going to your mechanic for an oil change anyways? So, and this insulation here comes very handy. Yeah, that's it for the engine. So I have a quick question for the Mercedes-Benz owners. A very serious question. Should I park like this? I just had I questioned someone who drives a Mercedes, and they told me, I must park like this. Reason being, it just comes out naturally. I can't wait to own a Benz, man. This natural parking habits.